morning, students. Welcome to the Science 1 class. Today we are going to learn about sign convention of measurement of distance. We follow a set of signs convention called Cartesian signs convention to measure distance in ray diagram. In this convention, the pole P is taken as the origin, that is the center point. The principal axis is taken as x-axis of the coordinate system. First one, the object is always placed on the left side of the mirror. Next, all distance or will measured from the pole of the mirror. Next, distance is measured from the incident light or taken as positive, and those measured in the opposite side are taken as negative. All the distance measured perpendicular to the above the principal axis are considered to be positive, and all the distance measured perpendicular below the principal axis are considered to be negative. This sign convention to be for spherical mirrors we will use for problem sums. It is very important. Let's learn mirror equation. 1 by f is equal to 1 by u plus 1 by v. U distance of the object, v distance of the image, f focal length. Next one, linear magnification. Linear magnification represented by the letter M. Magnification produced by a spherical mirror gives how many times the image of the mirror is magnified to the object size. It can be defined as the ratio of the height of the image I to the height of the object HO. M is equal to HI divided by HO. The magnification can be related to the object distance u and the image distance v. M is equal to minus v by u. M is equal to hi by ho is equal to v minus divided by u. Uses of concave mirror. Dentists use the as a head mirror. The dentist's head mirror, a parallel beam of light, is made to fall on concave mirror. This mirror focuses on the light beam on the small area of the body such as teeth, throat, etc. Makeup mirror. When a concave mirror is held near the face, upright magnified image is same. Here a face will be seen magnified. Other applications of concave mirrors are also used as reflectors of torches, headlights and vehicles. Torchlights gets a powerful beam of light. Concave mirrors are also used in solar heaters. Image formation by convex mirror. Any two rays can be chosen to draw the position of the image. In a convex mirror, a ray that is parallel to the principal axis, that is rule 1, and the ray that appears to pass through the center of curvature, rule 2. Not all rays behind the convex mirror shall be shown by the dotted lines. The ray OA parallel to the principal axis is reflected along AB, and the ray OB replaces its path. The two reflected rays diverge, but they appear to intersect at I when produced backwards. Thus I dash is the image of the object O dash. It is virtual erect, smaller than the object. Next, uses of convex mirrors. Convex mirrors are used as a rear view mirrors in vehicles. It always forms a virtual erect small size image of the object. As the vehicle approaches the driver from behind, the size of the image increases. When the vehicles are moving away from the driver, the image size decreases. A convex mirror provides a much wider field of view. It is observable area seen through eye any optical device such as mirror compared to plane mirror. Convex mirrors are installed on public roads as a traffic safety device. They are used in equipments of narrow roads such as hairpin bends in mountain passes with direct view of the upcoming vehicle is restricted. It is also used in the blind spots in shops. Speed of light. In early 17th century, the Italian scientist Galileo tried to measure the speed of light. In 1665, the Danish astronomer Ole Romer first estimated that the speed of light by observing one of the first moon of the planet Jupiter. They estimated the speed of the light about 2,20,000 km per second. In 1849, the first land estimated by Armand. Today, the speed of the light in vacuum is almost exactly 3 lakh km per second. Next, refraction of light. Place a pencil into a beaker of water at 55 degree and look from one side and above. How does the pencil look now? The pencil appears to be bent at the surface of water. This activity explains the refraction of light, the bending of light rays when they pass obliquely from one medium to other medium is called refraction of light. Mediums are air medium, water medium, glass medium. These are the rare medium. So light rays get deviated from their original path while entering from one medium to another medium of different optical density. This deviation changes in direction in the path of light is due to the change in the velocity of light in different medium. The velocity of light depends on the nature of the medium in which it travels. Velocity of light is more in a rarer medium, that is low optical density, than in a denser medium, high optical density. Next, refraction of light from a plane transparent surface. When a ray of light travels from optically rarer medium to optically denser medium, it bends towards the normal. So here, air is rarer medium. When the light ray passes from air to water, water is the denser medium. The ray is bent towards the normal when a ray of light travels from the optical denser medium. Now the light ray travels from denser medium to a rarer medium. The ray is bent away from the normal is the result. A ray of light incident normally on the denser medium goes without any deviation, that is all lie in the same plane, that is 90 degree. Laws of refraction of light. Laws of refraction are also known as Snell's law of refraction. The incident ray and the refracted ray are normal to the interface of two transparent medium. The point of incidence lie in the same plane. The ratio of sine of the angle of incident to the sine of the angle of refraction is a constant for light given color and for the given pair of medium. If I is the angle of incident or is the angle of refraction, sine I by sine R is equal to constant. This constant is called refractive index of second medium with respect to the first medium. So it may be water, air, glass. It is generally represented by the Greek letter mu. Mu is refractive index. The refractive index of the medium is also defined in terms of speed of light in different media. Mu is equal to speed of light on air c divided by speed of light in the medium v. Mu2 is equal to speed of light in medium 1 divided by speed of light in medium 2. Next, total internal reflection. When light travels from denser medium into rarer medium, it gets refracted away from the normal. While the angle of incidence in the denser medium increases, the angle of refraction also increases and reaches the maximum value or is equal to 90 degree for a particular value. This angle of incidence is called critical angle. The angle of incidence at which the angle of refraction is 90 degree is called critical angle. At this angle, the refracted ray raises the surface of separation between two medium. When the angle of incidence exceeds the value of critical angle, the refracted ray is not possible since all is greater than 90 degree. The ray is totally reflected back to the same medium. This is called as total internal reflection. Conditions to achieve total internal reflection. Light must travel from denser medium to rarer medium. Example, from water to air. The angle of incidence inside the denser medium must be greater than that of critical angle. Total internal reflection in nature. Mirage. On hot summer day, patch of water may be on the roads. This is an illusion. In summer, the air near the ground becomes hotter than the air at higher levels. Hotter air is less than a smaller refractive index medium of the cooler air. Thus, a ray of light bends away from the normal and undergoes total internal reflection. This is the main cause for the spectacular sparkles, diamonds, and twinkling stars. Optical fibers. Optical fibers are bundles of high quality composite glass quartz fibers. Each fiber consists of a core and a gladding. The refractive index of the material of the core is higher than that of gladding. Optical fibers works on the phenomena of total internal reflection. When a signal in the form of light is directed on one end of the fiber at a suitable angle, it undergoes repeated total internal reflection along the length of the fiber and finally comes out of the other end. Optical fibers are extensively used for transmitting audio and video signals for long distances. Moreover, due to the flexible nature, optical fibers enable physicians to look and work inside the body through tiny incisions without having to perform surgery. That's all for today's class. Thank you, students. Have a good day.